Hello, I'm Sharon and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 key areas to focus on when giving your business a spring clean, and there's not a mop or a duster in sight. I called this spring cleaning because it's the end of the first quarter, but technically the tips I'm about to share can be done anytime during the year. As a small business owner, you probably evaluate your business on a regular basis. What's working, what's not working, which clients fit into your business vision, which ones don't, how's your cash flow looking, are sales up, are they down, etc. But what about your actual admin systems and processes that you have? I know it's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day running of your business, that once the essentials have been initially set up, you tend to forget about them. For example, when was the last time you read your about page on your website? Does it all still ring true? Remember, your business is constantly evolving, and the same could be said about your admin processes. Firstly, let's start with your website. So this is basically the shop window to your business, and it needs to entice potential customers or clients in to buy a product, book a service, contact, or engage with you. But how often do you spend time looking at it? And I mean really looking at it. How often do you look through your website? So some things to look out for and change or update if necessary are the links. Make sure all of the links in your website still work. That could be blog posts, social media, internal links to other pages, sign-up forms. Any link on your website needs to work properly. Testimonials. How recent is your most recent review or testimonial? Ideally, you should have at least one from the current year. And if you don't, then you need to get into the habit of asking for testimonials from clients. Or better still, put a process in place where the link to a feedback form or Google review is included on the receipt or follow-on email. Getting back to your about page, has anything changed on that? Have you been shortlisted or won any awards that need to be included? Do you have an introductory video telling people why you started your business? As humans, we are suckers for a good story. Moving on to your contact details, are they still correct? Does the email link still work? What about any links to your social media accounts? Does the phone number include the international dialing code? So in case you get any visitors to the site from overseas? Do you have a contact form that people fill in? If so, is it still working? And does it have all the relevant fields included? Your blog, do you have one? If so, when was the last time you updated it? And remember, it doesn't necessarily need to be a blog post. You could do case studies and product reviews, anything that's relevant to your business. Your privacy policy, is that up to date? And depending on where you're based and where your client base is located, do you need to be GDPR compliant? Do you have a sign-up form embedded on your website? Or is it a link to a form? Is it easily visible? Does it still work correctly? And what about mobile? Is your website optimized for mobile use? Have you checked it out on the mobile to make sure everything looks good? Don't forget, if you use a pop-up form to gather signups, you might want to disable that on the mobile. Sometimes the little cross in the corner to close it is really hard to see on the mobile, and it gets really annoying for users. So moving on to tip 2, which is about your social media. Now, obviously, you know the important role social media plays in your marketing strategy as a whole, and therefore you should make sure that any social media accounts you have include up-to-date information, even the platforms you don't use anymore. So here's what I recommend you check. Firstly, check your profile and bio in all of your social media accounts, whether they're active or not. Remember that just because you don't use one of them anymore doesn't mean to say it won't be found online. So it needs to contain an up-to-date profile. Are you using the correct hashtags in your Twitter bio? What about Instagram? Do you have a link in your bio to your website or a link in bio page, for example, Linktree? What about your actual profile images? How up-to-date are they? Are they consistent throughout all of your social media accounts? Whether it's a professional headshot or your business logo, consistency is key to your brand. Having the same image will make it easier for followers to recognize you and your business. How up-to-date is the content on your active social media accounts? Do you have a content calendar or plan in place? Or do you just post content as and when you remember to? Setting up an automated scheduler to post content is a good way of engaging your followers. My final tip is to hit that like button so YouTube knows people are finding my content helpful. Nah, I'm only kidding. Well, seriously, please like the video if you're finding it helpful, but that's not my final tip. My final one is to do with your actual admin processes. What systems do you currently have in place regarding your administration? Are there any repetitive tasks that could be easily automated, therefore saving you time? Have you ever listed all the tasks that you do on a daily, weekly, monthly, and annual basis so you can see if there's anything that could be outsourced rather than you doing them? What about a process manual? Do you have one in place? This is basically a document that shows step by step how to do something. For example, if an inquiry comes in by email, what's the process? What are the steps needed to take that inquiry right through from beginning right through to the end? This could be a real time saver if you bring someone in from outside your business to carry out any of the admin, either as an employee or a VA. Do you have master templates set up for your recurring admin? For example, your presentation slides or any documents. Set up your styles and themes to incorporate your business colors and your logo, and it will save you so much time when you next come to use them. Do you use cloud-based systems that make it easy to share files between your team? Has anyone left the company or team that you need to remove from these shared files or folders? What about your email systems? Do you have specific filters set up to help reduce the number of emails hitting your inbox? All of these questions are to get you thinking about your admin and the little things you may have forgotten about whilst running your business. In theory, any small business owner should really get into the habit of doing these tips in this video on a monthly basis. And remember, your current systems and methods are not set in stone. If something isn't working for you, then try something new, change it. You and your business are always evolving, and it's never too late to improve any of your admin procedures. I really hope I've given you some ideas on what to check and update on a regular basis, kind of like a mini business audit. But don't forget, we're all different. So whatever admin processes and systems you use, make sure they work for you. They have to work for you. So do you already have a regular routine in place to check your admin processes? Let me know in the comments if you do, or if you found any of my tips helpful. Thanks a million for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.